Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Star Wars Fallen Republic. The war with the Empire, what are we calling this? The Confederacy of the Willing War. I think it's supposed to have Confederacy of the Willing and then something about the Empire, but it is what it is. So, we've taken all of the worlds that I've claimed, at least claimed so far. I might claim one more before the end of the war, depending on how much influence I have. But we've taken those, now we're moving to just cause as much damage as possible to the Empire. So they'll accept, let's see. Achieve war goals. Oh, the Confederate Remnant has its own war goals. Okay. They've pretty much claimed all of Raidu and all that. Well, I guess I could probably support them in that endeavor. Try to be a nice little ally. So maybe that's where I'll head down to next. I'll attack Pulith and then I'll head down. And Merak, you recently vassalized what, the Arcanians?
Yeah, recently finished out war against the what you call it, the Arcanian Dominions and the Commerce Guild. Well,
Okay.
the Commerce Guild wasn't involved, but they just ended up being my vassals anyway,
Yeah.
or rather my tributaries. So now I am working towards, reconstructing, consolidating, but my next targets are probably going to be the Achani Command and the Kutric Hegemony. They are in the defensive pact. If I had to attack the Achani Command, they are in the defensive pact with also the Trandoshan tribes. But the Trandoshan tribes have been involved in the Galactic Civil War, just as the Achani Command have since the beginning. So their fleet power is actually very drained. Meanwhile, the Kutric Hegemony apparently is in a war of their own. They're not part of the Galactic Civil War, but they're part of a war of their own.
Yeah.
The Golden Domain War. Very fancy name. It seems to be close to ending. But, they're going to be drained after that as well.
Let's see, if I look at the claims menu, does that show the claims that... Yeah, it does, okay. I think anyways.
Initiating communications.
Raidu's currently claimed... Oh no, well, okay, it doesn't exactly. It does if I have it selected, but...
Transport en route.
Initiating communications. Initiating communications.
All these people want to have migration treaties with me, but not particularly, I can't say it.
It happens.
Not interested.
Okay, so I have enough resources to build a third fleet. It's not going to be a full fleet because it says command limit of 65 out of 100. I think that means I would add 65 to the total of naval capacity that I have going on right now. And that would add another cruiser. I think I'm researching cruisers right now, aren't I? Let's see. Yeah, in 14 months I unlock a cruiser. Yeah, Rise of the Empire era cruisers.
Nice.
So we'll see what comes up after that, and we'll add one of those new ships. I already have all the latest ship designs in this new fleet that I'm planning. Centurion is the only Star Destroyer, big Star Destroyer that I got. Kiramud is quite a heavy cruiser that has some fighters as well. Then I got a couple of Nebulon B classes, which have, they have point defense vessels. They are the first craft that I have thus far that has point defense vessels, lasers, aside from the turbo lasers.
Yeah.
So that's important. And then the crate class, completely removing the previous Corvette. It's way more offensive than the previous craft that I had. So let's just wait and see what kind of cruisers show up, then we go for that.
What's the second sector fleet? Oh, those guys again.
Engaging enemy fleet.
Transport en route.
Oh, one of my
Initiating
scientists has perished.
communications.
That's unfortunate. They're all getting old. Age is coming for them.
There's no escape, not even for a Mandalorian.
No. Mandalorians get old and die. Oh, in the meanwhile, I should probably pay attention to some of my infrastructure here. Got a few unemployed people.
Yeah, I'm having that problem again too.
Initiating
I could probably
communications.
pile something like I just put a bunch of just reinforced my. I'm upgrading, finally upgrading my forges in one of my core worlds, and I could probably pile up a lot of these unemployed people into these forges because they're gonna need workers. Oh, and I now got naval capacity outposts, naval command post.
It is interesting how some of these factions that you don't think would have the ability to have vassalized others, like, you know, the Arcanians turned a tributary in the corporate or the Commerce Guild or whatever.
Corporate Commerce Guild, yeah, they probably had some kind of, because the Commerce Guild doesn't seem to have very strong. No, they have a bunch of small fleets, like all little segments, and they're like 1300, 400, 1100, 1000, 600, 1800. You know, it's not a small amount of ships there. So I don't quite know what led to the vassalization. The Canaans don't have anything right now because they're still rebuilding, and let's not even talk about the Kirel clan. They got nothing.
Oh dear. So my one little attack fleet is kinda taking some decent damage now. They've kind of extended themselves a little bit too much. I think they'll win this battle, but then after that, they definitely have to fall back. I mean, fortunately, all of the big ships in this fleet have mostly survived.
Technology discovered.
Alright, we've done our part, Confederate remnant. You gotta do yours. Do your little thing now.
Initiating communications. Technology discovered.
Asteroid base research, hooray! 'Cause they actually don't have any as the Krillians. And gravity wells. Finally got that available.
Nice.
Alright, so if I take a look at this war right now, I can almost settle the status quo, which I think covers everything that I want. 11 systems and 2 planets. The Confederates haven't achieved any of their goals yet.
Hmm.
Because they're apparently really bad at trying to press those.
Initiating communication.
Ah, there we go. Finish researching new type of cruisers. Let's find out what we got.
Port en route.
A missile cruiser.
Preparing
The
for
Protector class.
Interesting.
It has one of 6 concussion missile cruiser high points. Concussion missile hard points.
Initiating
And
communication.
a lot of quad turbo lasers. I kind of feel like I should put all torpedoes on this one, but maybe not. Some heavy ions.
constructing.
I don't know. I mean, it's the difference between the escort cruiser and this, but this one definitely has more firepower, I'd say. But it's all based on missiles, I guess. No fighters though. I suppose I could use this as an offensive option. Let's see. Let's bring up the fleet. Protector. Let's put 1 protector. That will kick our number to 66.
Initiating
76.
communications.
Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Let's build this fleet.
Oh! I don't know what happened, but
What?
my institution menu is working again.
Oh, yay.
So let's go for the war economy. Increase alloy production by 10%, reduce ship upkeep by 20, reduce war exhaustion by 25, and increase naval capacity by 100. What's this going on? Oh, the Seutric hegemony? What is this? Oh, there's some Golden Domain war.
Yeah, the Golden Domain. Did it finish?
No, it's still
Oh,
going
no, it's
on.
still going.
I
Wow.
noticed
Technology
Seutric
discovered.
hegemony having control over Trade Federation stuff.
Initiating communication.
So I was confused.
Oh, the HUD guarantees independence of the China command. They didn't show up when I was considering declaring war on them. Declare war on them. Yeah, they don't show as part of the Defender faction.
Technology discovered. Initiating communications.
Alright, so now that we finally did the asteroid base, and I got the Rise of the Empire era corvettes coming up, let's do that.
Transport en route.
Uh-oh, our little trade agreement timed out. Let's... Oh, not make claim. Trade deal. Alright, send that back over again.
Initiating communications. Ships upgraded. Initiating communications.
Alright, now starting the long process of rebuilding the fleet.
There goes another scientist.
Jump to light speed.
This one was just assisting research, though. Oh, I never did build up my whatchamacallit. Yeah, I never did increase my shipyards. I always keep forgetting. Ooh, I actually require influence points to build to improve this. The Commerce Guild is giving me stuff. Okay.
Initiating communications.
My old-time rivals, the Tian hegemony, I'm now working towards improving relations with them because I have no real interest in fighting a war against them at this point.
Interesting. The way things change.
Yeah. They started off, they were like the first guys who rivaled me back then.
Ships upgraded.
The Empire is considered superior to me.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where the Empire keeps, like... I don't know where they're placing their people or whatever, but... Or their fleets, I should say.
Mm. I don't see where the Arcanians are placed. Oh, there's their fleet. 700? That's not a lot. The Verpine Enclave just gave him stuff as well.
Discovered.
Apparently they're fearful.
Yeah, they are cooperative, receptive. If I demand vassalizations for them, they're gonna accept it? No. Because they are in alliance. Well, that is their fault. That seems like a they problem, not mine.
Exactly.
My truce with them goes as far as this year. Let's see. Can I claim their... Ooh. Can my vassal claim their stuff?
Aha! Cortal is the dictates.
Ah. Let me see. Let me see this dictator.
So he...
Dictat Dalek Cortal human.
So yeah, he doesn't seem to have the traits to give him immortality now. So we'll see if he dies.
How old is he?
He's 81 right now.
But he's a Force user, right?
He is not. I did not give him that trait. I was gonna see if he'd acquire it naturally.
Initiating communications.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I may have made a mistake. If he dies, I'll just make a new Cortal with blackjack and hookers.
Okay, almost all there. There is the protector,
Initiating
finished construction. Cure mode class is almost completed as well. Centurion is 50 days out. So 6 Great Class Corvettes, 2 Nebulon B frigates, 1 missile cruiser. And just waiting for the other ships to arrive.
Okay, Confederate remnants, you're trying to take over Sullust here.
Technology discovered.
Oh god, I zoomed in like on a sun or something.
Let's see, with this new ships that I built. Oh, I'm equivalent with the Empire now. That's nice.
Initiating communication.
Not supposed to be that way, but you know.
Technology discovered.
Okay, so the Confederates do have one design that I do like, and that's the Saboth cruisers that were from Jedi Starfighter. Did you ever play Jedi or Starfighter or Jedi Starfighter?
Yeah, I did.
Technology
Yeah,
discovered.
wasn't like Adigalia one of the main characters there?
Yeah,
And then
you could use force
there
powers.
was the pirate Nim.
Yes.
Space Pirate Nim, he was one of the main characters. Oh, the Tion Hegemony!
Damn them. Oh god, I'm gonna get a billion things of founder species on slave markets. Quit selling my people!
I don't think I have anyone in mind on the market.
Well, they keep going up on the market, and then they keep getting sold before I can grab them.
Initiating communications.
Transport en route.
Who died? Oh, an envoy. Okay. That's fine.
Ships.
The Envoy, the one that no one cares about.
Exactly.
Oh, it's just the Envoy.
Alright, so since I have the Hammerhead Corvettes available, let's add a few of those into my fleets. And in 5 months, I'll have Nebulan. I think Nebulan B is available. I think that's what, since that's the little icon that shows up there.
The icon is shows, but that's not always what it is.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
the rise of, for example, the rise of the Empire Corvettes, it showed I think a hammerhead in the icon, but it gave me the crate. So you know, it's there's a lot of faction dependency on it going on.
Okay.
I'm curious about that Heart of the Galaxy though.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how we are supposed to get to that.
Maybe you get it through Typhon because you said Typhon had a bunch of pirate fleets. Have you tried to send
Technology.
whatchamacallit? Put a science ship on a neutral stance and send it to Typhon and see if hyperlane links up to the heart of the galaxy?
Could be.
Because the alternative is you being the Bothans who have like sensor readings of 5 lanes ahead, and then just spark something on Empress Theta, and you're gonna see 2 lanes ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh, I am over capacity on my fleet. Just by 2 points, though. Oh, the Emperor managed to get superior on me again.
Technology discovered.
But everyone else is inferior, I believe.
Initiating communications.
So I noticed that there's a designation of, Ecumenopolis, and then there's a Metropolis designation as well.
I've seen a light Ecumenopolis.
Yeah, that one too.
Technology discovered.
Alright, so Rise of the Empire. Frigates. Ooh. So I actually get looks like Corellian gunship looking
Nice.
thing. So let's go ahead and, since we're upgrading my second fleet here. Now I am working on cruiser research as well, but I'll upgrade the cruisers in the fleet at a later point. Alright, Confederates, have you taken the stuff that you're trying to take? Let's see.
I'm still fighting for it.
They've got a couple of them, but not exactly what I would like.
Ooh, synthetic hyperfuel refinery. I didn't know that was available. I want this.
Ooh, but I can claim Fondor. Yoink. Gotta do it. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, let's see, where's my transports? Go join up with the first fleet.
Building a better tomorrow.
We're going to need maintenance after this.
Oops, someone died.
Initiating communications.
A leader. How unfortunate.
Alright, who should I weaken as far as ship production goes? Let's see. Let's do the TN hegemony.
Transport en route. Preparing for jump to light speed. Transport en route.
Permission granted. Land on platform.
Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded. Ships
Preparing for
upgraded.
jump to light speed.
Initiating communications.
Let's make a couple more claims here. Of systems that have already been taken. And then once I take Fondor, it'll just be a matter of probably settling the status quo. Only bad thing though is as soon as the everything converts over, there's probably going to be like some uprising or something on a couple of the worlds I've taken.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm thinking. It may not be so bad.
I am waiting for the
Initiating
completion of my
communications.
defenses, and then I'm going to be able to engage into a new war.
Initiating communications.
Quite a few space stations and building up. Research is always ongoing. Speaking of that, let's upgrade another research.
The whole Galactic Civil War is still progressing very slowly because, I mean, I guess technically the Empire is winning because it's an offensive war for them, and the Rebels have more war exhaustion than the Empire does. But it's only 26 attacker and 31 defender, so.
And basically, the whole bottom of side of the Galactic Empire seems to be occupied, by judging by the one I'm looking at.
Yeah, the Confederates have
must-
taken a lot more territory now.
They must be lacking in resources.
Transport.
Alright, Fondor. Aw, geez. There's 2 planets I gotta take here. Well, let's see. Do they have armies? No armies here. That's good.
Transport en route.
And I'm gonna be making a ton of... So I've been looking at all of these planets, and I'm gonna be making a ton of alloys
Deploying liberation
and a
force.
ton of research.
Initiating communications. Technology discovered.
Transport en route.
Die, Imperial armies.
Technology discovered.
Alright, so I've done Rise of the Empire cruisers. Let's see what that design is. It is, well, it says
Initiating
Kantos
communications.
FSF. I am not sure what that is.
I am not familiar with that either.
It looks kind of like a Star Destroyer, but kind of smaller. Oh, and we have bulk cruisers as our heavy cruiser. It was kind of like those in Star Wars Rebellion.
Mm.
They were really cheap,
The
and
kind of boxy ones, like with
yeah,
the front that's kind of an inverted triangle.
they're definitely not a pretty ship, but they're interesting at the very least.
Transport on.
I figure for this garrison, I should probably aim to get it around 200.
War has broken out.
Here we go.
Against the Achani, I see.
Yeah, let's see who joined in the war.
Initiating
Trandoshan
communications.
tribes and the Kutric hegemony. Now, the Trandoshan tribes are a little far from me. I don't expect much in the form of a fight from them, but I also can't do anything about them at this time, right? There's
Deploying liberation
look at that,
forces.
a fleet of the Kutric.
Well, the little bit I can, at least looking at the stats for the Trandoshans, they don't look very powerful.
Yeah. So I'm attacking with 2 fleets here, attacking the Achani command right
Initiating
away.
communications.
There was a Kutric hegemony ship passing through my territory, which kind of got engaged against a star station there.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting destroyed. It's a
Initiating
very basic
communications.
star base, but it's still getting destroyed. It's destroying their dreadnought there. So I don't expect a problem, but I'm just going to attack
Initiating
it either way
communications.
to guarantee victory. I got 2 systems. Got 2 fleets attacking 2 of their systems. It's not exactly a I win scenario because their space stations are, moderately strong.
Mm-hmm.
But I got 1 fleet on defense, and in case the Kutric shows up, and then 2 fleets. And my defenses to the north are pretty strong. Well, all my stations up there are very well defended. 22 fleet power on each defender station, except for Mandalore, which
Colony conquered.
has 17, but that also doesn't have as many guns.
Transport en route.
And Fandor is mine.
Technology discovered.
Alright folks, I think that is a good point to stop it for today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.